Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another game of Mage the Awakening in the Shadows of Austin. Today we open on a cabal currently sitting inside since it's pouring cats and dogs, and there is a lightning storm of epic proportions outside. Alice is currently behind the desk with, for once, her music playing over the speakers. Some Metallica present, as she is typing away the day's invoices, which consist of their bills in the middle of the month. She looks over at Zabanya, kind of placidly. So, you mentioned that we're going to have work, potentially?
Potentially, yes. I sended a few feelers to some people I met while making my way into town. I think that they would be amenable to, at the very least, hooking us up with jobs that others wouldn't really want to deal with. Who stole my TV? Is my husband cheating on me? Is my wife a lesbian?
The answer to that is your son for drug money, yes, and in your dreams?
Likely enough, I did work a case one time where the answer was unequivocally yes. It was interesting.
She'll nod at that.
Did she try to hit on you? Zenobia says out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, she did.
Nice.
Come in. Do you need a towel?
Oh, nah. I was lucky enough. I just kind of found one.
All right. Are the locks broken? Looks over.
No. I just opened the door.
All
You
right.
know we haven't closed up shop just yet, she says, looking at her clock.
She'll look over. Oh, my
Just
system is off.
just because Ares went home doesn't mean we're closed up.
I feel so ashamed. You think I am a lawbreaker? A crook? Someone who breaks in to
Stops
places?
reading the book to make painful eye contact.
Like, I can't believe it hurts. You think I would break in? I'm not even that good at breaking in the ring.
And besides, I'm sitting in front of the door. The worst that could happen is someone breaks in and then I shoot him with this, she says, reaching into her backpack and pulling out what she was gripping last time and puts it onto the table, her pepper spray.
I'm sorry. Oh, going back into character. She'll say, yes, fair enough. Also, Grand Theft Auto is a crime. I didn't mind it, but
I don't know what you're talking about. Me? Grand Theft Auto? Pfft, never. I would never do such a thing, such as that. No, never.
please continue lying. It's a
I don't
source of entertainment for me.
I don't know who would dare want to steal a car to help a person arrive on time. You know how it is. And yeah.
Um, about that point, you'll notice that your peripheral mage sight has gone off when Alice gets up and walks past you.
See, now she's doing stuff. I feel uncomfortable. It's okay though.
She Shakes her head. No, it's something I had active earlier.
That's what they all say.
You
And
can
then I get
always
shot.
you can always take a look. And she motions at the table at her desk. I left the pepper spray there.
That's too much work. I'm lazy.
She goes over to the kitchenette, opens it up, and will pull out a cider from the lazy elephant and toss it over towards her.
Oh wait, what's getting tossed over to who?
You're the only her.
No, I'm not. There's 3 hers.
I thought this Nomia was a they.
Yeah, give or take.
My bad. I've been using she pronouns.
I mean, they really don't give a shit. It's just kind of there.
My mistake then. So what's getting tossed to her?
Cider. And she'll look over at Dysnomia. What would you like to drink?
Nothing. I'm good, thank you.
Not even a water?
Nah, I as I was just kind of walking here, I won't even lie, I kind of like opened my mouth a little bit as I was going underneath, the rain, and I was like, it's free. And I actually didn't do that because I'm not like fucking weirdo. I am a weirdo, actually, but no, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Gives thumbs up.
Alice will pull out her own cider and reach for a bottle cap and pop it. Well, if you change your mind.
I shall be sure to let you know.
So, anyone see anything weird today to report to the Guardians?
Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha.
Love and peace, she says, doing the peace sign as she walks past.
Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Ah.
So, did either of you hear how Aries' date went?
Oh, what was the question she asked? You cut out for me a little bit.
Did either of you find out how Aries' date went?
No, I haven't. I should catch up with him on that.
She actually looks surprised at that. Oh. I was hoping for some juicy gossip.
Are you trying to say that I would use my talents and my mundane training in order to keep an eye out on our cabal mate and see how his possibly romantic excursion went? If that's what you're asking, that's absolutely something that I would do. But
I assume that I'm just bugged all the time, she says, sipping from the cider.
fact, he perks up. Do we know if he's gone on that yet?
No, that's what I was hoping to hear. Maybe even Dysnomia might know?
Huh? What's up?
You don't have to stand there. You can take a seat. Take Aries. He'll mind. We don't.
I don't want to take a seat though. It looks really bad, and I have no use for it at my house.
She meant sit down, Dysnomia.
Oh. I knew that. Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah. Pops down. Totally. Gives thumbs up.
Takes more notes.
So,
Squid.
have any run-ins with any sensors or guardians lately?
Not yet. Wouldn't surprise me if it happened, though.
Surprise!
Ah, well. It was fun.
She kind of is taken aback again. You do realize we're not ever going to shoot you, right?
Look, you say that, and, you can say that all you want, but at the end of the day, who knows? I once had someone say that they weren't gonna do a certain thing, and then they ended up doing that one certain thing, and I was just kind of like, well, I mean, it was fun, God. It wasn't fun, though. Newsflash. Just, so you know.
Oh
That's
yes, Zabanya is going to shoot you with her stapler, and I'm going to open fire with my pepper spray from halfway across the room.
Have you not seen how far pepper spray goes?
Have you not seen how bad of a shot I am?
Look, when you can just pray and spray,
I mean, if you want to take out a hamburger and open it up, I can spice it up for you. That's probably about it.
that's disgusting.
that sounds like an awful idea. Although
Okay,
you seem to have this very odd preoccupation with us murdering you.
It's not a preoccupation, mind you. They found a pin and are just kind of chewing on it now. It's not a preoccupation, mind you. It's more so just an expectation. Or a concern. Paranoia, possibly? I don't really know. This town is odd. I don't like it. People are weird. I don't usually deal with people a lot. Or at least the ones that I did deal with, I knew quite well anyway, because I kind of grew up with them by accident.
So, does this concern come from a past experience, or does it come with the reputation that our groups have?
Buy me dinner first and get to rank 3 friend, and I'll tell you.
When would you like to go out for dinner then?
Oh,
They kind of start chewing on the edge of their pin again as they talk. Oh, well, oh no. Do I have anything to do this afternoon? They look down at their watch and they go, they don't actually have a watch. They just look down at their wrist. Huh, well, I think after I finish talking up with you guys here, I'll be free for the rest of the evening.
Good.
just
Unless fate decides to do anything weird. Like, oh yeah, dinner sounds good.
I am not sure just what happened today.
I hope you know it's going to take several dinners, though, to reach rank 3 friend. Right now, you're a level 1 acquaintance. Gotta work up that. I got 10 levels to each.
Challenge accepted.
Oh
Nods.
no. I was counting on you, Zabanya.
For what? Looks over.
Now I'm going to have to coordinate schedules with you. You
Oh,
and Ares. Well, apparently I'm going to be having plans this week too. I was going to ask for a day off.
we can just be closed for a day.
Closed for a day so the three of us can go on a date.
I'm not going on a date. I'm not going on a date.
They're going for dinner.
Yes. Who are you going on a date with?
Oh, Conway.
Who was that again?
Uh, he was a free counselor who just happened into the lazy elephant. You'd understand this, Nomia. Have you ever there's been mysteries that you just can't put down, right?
Yeah, I usually figure them out. Well, and they'll kind of lift their hand up and like idly rub one of the claw marks across their cheek. I suppose there's been a couple mysteries I've never really quite figured out just yet, so I'll give you that one.
Imagine one of those was ambulatory and
Ew.
a
Um,
mage.
I am just going to point out when Alice is talking about mysteries that you can't solve, um, Saban is white knuckling her book.
Mages are pretty cool, I hear. Some of them can also be quite annoying, I hear.
There hasn't been a single mage who's walked into town who's been a complete and utter blank. The perfect combination of says enough, kind of funny, but and answers every question, but really isn't answering anything. Like giving me answers that are technically correct, but tell me nothing. I couldn't even get his path out of him.
I think that's just a chronic liar.
Yeah, maybe.
Which, I totally don't know anything about, but yeah, I got you. Understandable. Go on.
I just want to lock him up into the Ethereum vaults.
Okay, maybe not that far. Kind of creepy there. Okay, maybe with his permission first. I hear some people like being locked up,
Not like that.
That's what they all say, but okay. I mean, that's not actually what they all say. I mean, when you want to lock a dude up into a vault, you gotta, from what I hear, you gotta give him, like, I don't know, like an incentive. Because it's just kind of like, otherwise they're just gonna be like chilling down. Besides, honestly, you just kind of lock. First of all, wait, why would you lock him in our vault? You gotta share that with the Mysterian. Like, what? For a second, anyway, it's not a problem. Because I don't really care about that. I'm gonna just go grab shit and like throw it in the vault. I don't really care what happens to it, as long as it doesn't come back and like bite me in the ass later. But anyway,
If it does, then that'll be my job.
wait, biting me in the ass?
No,
Maybe.
dealing with whatever you threw into the. In fact, I might have to bite your ass, but that's entirely figurative.
But you said it wasn't a date, though.
Not a date, unless you
Oh,
wanted it to be a date.
oh, so are we just gonna be friends with benefits then? I'm cool with that.
If you want it to be a date,
I
then
don't know.
a date.
Is she always like this? Like she
Um,
asks, turning to Alice.
Whenever she sees a mystery that she has to unlock, yes.
So y'all just the damn same then.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh,
No.
meh.
I mean, when you really break it down, like, oh, she's got this dude that she's going with, Conway, whatever. Weird name. Sounds like he's gonna con his way into. Anyway, so got Conway over here, mysterious dude. She's like, oh, I gotta figure him out. And then you're over here, all over like, oh, I gotta figure them out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, what? This is like the same when you really get down to like the basic level. I see why y'all work together. It's nice.
What can I say? We like mysteries. She points at the door. An investigative firm?
Yeah, I think I read something about that on the door. I didn't really pay attention. I just walked in. Oh, it could totally turn into like something like Harry Dresden or something. Watch it. Y'all gonna put in the newspapers that y'all are wizards?
I'm totally missing this reference again. This is the second time you mentioned someone named Dresden.
Yes. It's an amazing series written by Jim Butcher. He's also written a couple other things like the Codex Illyria. Anyway, that was really cool. Like the Furies and stuff. I was like, yes! I want a water Fury or an air Fury so bad. Anyway.
I found it a very dry read myself, but I see why others liked it.
I didn't quite catch it, sorry.
Oh, Zabanya said that she thought Dresden was a dry read, but understands why people enjoy it.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like a dry read to me. He puts a lot of humor into it. The book series started off extreme. Wait, are you talking the show or the books? I'm talking the books. I ain't seen the show yet, but I heard it was trash.
I didn't watch the show. I'm talking about the books.
Okay, then we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one because it started off very humor based in the beginning. Don't get me wrong; it had plenty of plot hooks and everything, but there was a lot more humor, and you can really see how Dresden has matured throughout like the 14 books now. I can't wait till Peace Talks comes out. I'm so excited. But you can really see how he progresses into a much more mature character as the series goes on, but there's still that smattering of humor which kind of keeps it from being so dry, if that makes any sense. Also, the way that the magic works in like the books is really interesting, coming from like, you know, the willpower and everything. Well, I mean, it kind of does here, but then, you know, we got all this other extra Wujimigu stuff, but yeah. Also, I can't remember the name of like which specific book, but the one that started out with "the building was on fire and I didn't do it." It just kind of like I relate to that so much on like a spiritual and personal level. Also, yeah, it was just good.
If I remember correctly, wasn't that Stormfront?
Stormfront was the first one. It was not in Stormfront. It was later on.
This must be a series very near and dear to you.
I wouldn't say near and dear, but I certainly do. I certainly did enjoy it.
Did.
Well, I still do. But you know, when an artist hasn't produced something in a while, you kind of your fiery passion dims down a little bit without any extra fuel to add onto the fire. And then, you know, when something gets added to it, it sparks up again. So when Peace Talks is released, it's probably what's going to happen.
All right.
You're really into sleeper culture.
I wouldn't say sleeper culture ish. I don't know. My Discord name is Meme Deity, by the way. If y'all ever want to hit me up, Meme Deity #5432. Really, I enjoy memes, by the way, a lot. But no, I wouldn't say like real big into sleeper culture. I mean, like as I had the conversation with Mr. Stick Up His Butt, Solomon the other day. I'm a human still. Sure, I got Wujimigu powers, can wiggle my fingers and mess with time a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm still just a young woman person. Whatever I feel that day, really, that's, living still. I
You
want to
remind
enjoy my young days.
you
Sorry,
remind me of Thyrsis.
of a what? Oh,
Uh,
them.
hmm.
A particular one, or just like them in general? Because I won't lie, I hang out with them a lot. They throw the best parties, and let me tell you, that life magic can do some crazy. Like I once saw, that was a great party.
I meant mostly in general. They tend to be, yeah, kind of like you.
Fair enough. I probably could have been one in another life. But
Cassandra,
what's up?
have you considered learning the arcane of mind or life to appear however you like?
Nah. Like I've thought about learning life, and like being able to heal myself whenever I do anything stupid. But at the end of the day, I like to go by the whole thing of, man, if fate wants me dead and I take that bullet wound and I can't heal it, then that's just what fate wants me to do and be dead that day. I will be
Worst
okay with that.
and the worst case scenario, most of us have at least a built-in method of healing.
I sure don't.
Have you not used mana to heal wounds?
No. I usually go the all natural route, unless, of course, it's Thyrsis. It's just kind of like, ass over here, and then they usually just like and heal me, and I'm like, alright, thanks.
If you ever want to trade knowledge, I might be able to teach you something that will help you avoid some of those injuries.
Uh-huh. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty good at avoiding them. Lady Luck and everything on my side. But I would not be opposed to learning stuff. I can't really offer up anything because you're just like me, so you got fate and time. I know a little bit of death.
Well, we could always trade routes. A favor for a favor.
Fair enough. Yeah, it works.
Not to mention, she says, looking at, she's currently gotten up now, walked over by Aries' desk, which is near the window, kind of looking out of it. To be honest, I still don't know if I believe that we're really human.
I keep telling you that's a dissociative issue.
I keep pointing out that I'm not a mastigos. I can be many things simultaneously.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm technically here, and in the future, and in the past.
Here, there, everywhere.
But your thoughts typically stay in one. They may move.
She looks over at Dysnomia at that with a knowing look, and then looks over at Zabanya. No, I'm pretty much always in all three at once.
That must be tiring.
That's why I prefer to let you two do the talking, even if it gets us into trouble with Ares.
If you would prefer, then I can attempt to be more social. After all, it really is quite easy to express oneself in a way. In a way.
She'll nod at that. I mean, all cards on the table, since at any point Dysnomia could just know what I'm doing.
What?
You're still talking to the Alice from, I think, 4 days ago.
You know what you're doing? Never.
Well, I'm a member of the Mysterium. You know me. Can't lie about magic.
Kind of wiggles. I suppose. I don't know. It's weird.
Alice, your musings on your humanity, or your belief in the lack thereof, are these things that you would wish to talk more about at some point?
Over drinks. It's more of a philosophical bent rather than a psychological one for me. After all, we are. I won't deny that we have a humanity, but fully human? Human is such a linear term.
See, I find it to be quite an expansive one, but I understand to a degree, I think.
Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to start spouting out anything about being an Obermost in a tower.
Of course not. There is a jarring effect to whatever events brought us to this point, and it is very difficult not separate from an average sleeper.
She'll lean back against the windowsill, hands just holding her weight. I don't know what it is, but Dysnomia, you seem to bring out a philosophical bent in this office.
I don't really know how. Like 99% of the time I talk, it's 100% bullshit.
No, it's not.
I mean, if you say so, but usually I'm just like talking out my ass.
Also, your actions are practically screaming.
What do you mean my actions are practically? So what actions?
Want me to tell you? She looks up and actually kind of smiles.
Yeah, kind of squints, like furrows eyebrows together. Yeah. Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay, so before I start, I must admit that these are all merely first impressions, and I could be 100% wrong in all of these. You see, the science of psychology being quite difficult. A person's mind, at the end of the day, is quite a complex thing. So there may have been certain things that I've misinterpreted or missed entirely. Also, full disclosure, I have not used a single mind spell on you. So if you're worried about that, you don't.
Squints.
But I've seen your need for excitement, your need to continue, your need to have your heart rate go up. I think that it is to avoid boredom, but I think what it's more the result of the boredom that you're avoiding, which is just letting yourself being alone in your thoughts. I don't think you like that. I don't think you want to do that, which is fair. I don't claim to know what you're avoiding. But another thing that I noted was this desire to not want to involve other people in what you do. Case in point, when I gave you my car keys and told you to be normal, my expectation and my projection was that you would break practically every traffic law, but you didn't. In fact, you obeyed every traffic law to the letter right up until you started to speed up a little bit. I think that was just you deciding you had to live a little bit right there. On top of that, I'm fairly certain that you're quite against authority. Not only did you disagree with what Solomon said, you took it quite personally, which leads me to believe that you didn't like that someone else put their expectations on you. That you were particularly angry when someone else attempted to enforce upon you a way to live. Many of us, most of us just disagreed. You were really the only one that got angry. And I think that just as I have developed a slight interest in you, you may have in me in some way, shape, or form. And that in living, breathing age. Am I correct in all this, or am I wrong? Or are there certain parts that are wrong?
Um, um, at this point, they're just kind of like sitting there, just kind of looking at Zabanya with a very kind of like what kind of they're very dumbfounded, but at like through the dumbfoundedness, there's almost like a they're it's underneath it all. They're scared. Like they look mildly horrified, actually. Um, and then they like after that little flash of holy fuck, uh, they just kind of lean back in the chair and just kind of shrug, like, ah, who knows, possibly. It's whatever though.
Fair enough. We'll have to get to level 3 friendship, right?
Yep, you got a long way to go.
Alice is just still leaning against the window, kind of staring at the kitchenette, looking at no one in particular.
Man, so I ain't never been in Texas before. Shit's wild here. Like a lawless wasteland, though. Anybody else like feel that way?
Alice will look over at Zabanya. I guess the Guardians are failing in their duties. The lawless wasteland must be spreading.
Just kind of rolls eyes. I mean, it's Texas. When I came here, I expected to see a whole bunch of yeehaws and people on their big souped up, you know, trucks. I haven't been disappointed.
Well, that is the director in a nutshell.
What, Lawless Wastelandness?
Yeehaws and giant pickup truck.
Wait, shit, the director's got that?
The director's a native Texan,
Oh, shit.
born outside of Austin. Not exactly the most liberal of minds, as you well know.
Yeah, no, yeah, I saw that. Guess it is what it is, though.
Whew. Sorry about that, y'all. That was like the perfect time for me to leave. Um. Anyway, yeah. What's the subject matter now?
They were just talking about the lawless wasteland. Alice made a joke about how the Guardians weren't must not be doing their job if Dysnomia is seeing lawless wasteland everywhere. And then pointed out that the director, the hierarch, is definitely a native Texan.
All right. So let's say, this wasteland. It seems like something that we should correct at some point.
I mean, it would be like cool, but it's Texas. I don't really think you're gonna be able to cure much.
Nonsense. Chuck Norris was able to do it.
Chuck Norris is also a fictional character.
I don't think Chuck Norris is fictional, but I understand.
I mean, the person is real, but like everything is pretty. I'm not gonna. Okay. It's kind of gives a thumbs up.
But was that attempt at a joke not? That was a miss. I understand.
What?
Oh, I'm just noting that that attempt at humor was a failed one. By the way, she's just playing with a pen. Um, you know that thing that a lot of people do? This is something I do where you just kind of constantly click the pen.
Yup.
Yep.
Just kind of blank. It's like, okay.
Ares is normally the one who handles most of our dead time.
Dead time?
You know, those lulls in conversation.
Oh. I mean, if y'all need, I can start talking about like some random bullshit real fast.
Whatever makes you comfortable. But don't worry, when I say dead time, it's never going to refer to people actually being dead.
If
Sorry, it sounds like the mic's cut out for a second.
oh yeah, my mic is shitty and it does that a lot. Sorry. She'll just kind of, we'll just be like, oh no. I mean, if you say so or something, whatever like that. I don't know. Y'all are weird. Y'all are
We're weird.
yeah. I mean, so am I. To be fair,
Wouldn't that make all three of us normal?
no. Wouldn't normal be set by society typically?
And by the standards of our society, aren't we pretty normal?
Which society, though?
Oh, now we're getting into the devil. So here's
Works
the
up the devil.
details.
Well, you got
How
her attention.
well, by concilium standards, we're pretty normal.
Mm, possibly, but also possibly not.
By the standards of our orders, I'm practically run of the mill.
You were narrating stuff. I wouldn't consider that run of the mill.
It's good for business.
People say that it adds atmosphere.
I guess that's one way to put it. Yeah, atmosphere.
If you're talking about by sleeper society standards, I dress like uh I'm straight out of Wonderland, so no, I realize by their standards I'm not normal.
I probably resemble a burned out Law and Order character.
Nah, you resemble that one person off Bones.
Which one?
The one you look like. That not not the main character, but
Oh, Camille Sororian.
I think that's her name. Yeah.
I've been told that I resemble her before.
I wonder why.
I don't see it.
Kind of gives him a really blank look. We'll actually take a picture of them, and then we'll we'll take a picture, and then they'll walk over and say, can I borrow your phone for a second? I'll give it back. I promise.
Sure.
So then they take their pencil or their phone and they look up the character, and they'll just compare them side by side. Where they probably look, well, damn near identical.
Is she being shown this now?
Yes.
Yeah, as Vanya just says. I'm sorry, I still don't see it. Again, I've been told this before. Perhaps it's a matter of perspective for me.
Just sighs and hands her back the phone. I don't know. Y'all are all weird. I'm weird. It's okay. I don't know though. I kind of want to. Anybody here like to go sky jumping?
I can't say that I've ever done it.
I see no reason to jump out of a perfectly good plane.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that quote somewhere on Facebook or Tumblr. Fair enough. It'll be fun though. But then again, I suppose a little bit of fun has killed some people before.
Well, if you want to have fun, I can name two things that I like to do.
Squints.
How
Depends on
about
what it is.
Well, option one is the shooting range.
You said you couldn't hit the bright, like anything earlier, but now you're talking about going to the shooting range for fun. Okay, I got you.
With she motions back towards the pepper spray. With that, that is not the most accurate of projectiles.
Look, all I'm saying is if you could hit the broadside of the barn or broadside of a barn with that, or with any kind of gun, you can hit it with with some pepper spray. But go on.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That was the worst reference.
It's the best reference.
Option two is there's an arcade.
Haven't been to one of those in forever.
It's funny how much loose change you can find just lying on the ground.
Trust me, I know that's how I pay my rent.
So, those are some options. One of them's cheap.
So arcade then?
I'm fine with that. I don't think any of you would want to hear my ideas for having fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna just be real on that one, yeah. Your ideas for fun sound like they would be dissecting frogs or something.
Oh, be right back, guys. My doorbell's going off.
All right.
Yeah.
Gee. Well then. Okay. Squint.
So, you pay your rent entirely by luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens when Paradox finally catches up?
Guess I'll explode.
She can't help but chuckle at that.
And it's not entirely by luck. I just happen to be really good with picking lottery numbers or finding loose change on the ground. I don't really have any good skills that would give me a normal job, so to speak.
You can drive a car. There's always Uber.
Ew. Having to deal with all them people?
You could work for the Concilium. They have a bar and bakery.
So no, I could not work for Concilium. I am no. I am sorry. That big fat X.
X. What's wrong with working for the Concilium?
It's the Concilium. And the Concilium is well, the Concilium.
All right.
Got weird people there and all these stupid rules, which is hilarious because I'm in the Mysterium and it's got plenty of rules. But, those rules are easy to follow. Ooh. Those rules are easy to follow.
I don't know. Sometimes I have to wonder.
About
How easy it is to follow the rules.
following the rules sucks, though.
It can.
They do, though. Like all of them. It's always, always, always something silly and just draining.
Why not join the Free Council?
Mm, nah. Not really my thing.
I'd figured the freedom, the lack of autocratic hierarchy, or even the bureaucratic one that we have to deal with, would be rather um, uplifting for you.
What is? Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely amazing. But, at the same time, I enjoy what I do here.
And you can then enjoy doing the same for a concilium?
Nah, because it's the concilium.
So by definition, if you're a member of the concilium, you're constrained by terrible evil rules.
Yes.
I can appreciate that viewpoint.
All everything is terrible, evil rules. Yeah.
So would you aspire to anarchy?
Possible. You never know. I've been told I have the heart of an anarchist.
If you had it your way, how would you have handled the Lich? For example.
There was nothing to help that dude out. At that point, what happened happened. I'm
Public,
not.
public execution and all?
Perhaps not public, but it was definitely a message that he sent.
My bad, I just got back. I had to talk to some people.
Oh, good.
What's the subject matter now?
Oh,
Execution.
yeah, the public execution of the Tremere, whether or not Dysnomia was an anarchist at heart, why she didn't join the Free Council and stuck with the Mysterium despite having way more academic rules.
Oh. Um. Was that question answered about why she didn't join the Free Council?
Yeah. It was just more or less because I
Okay.
like the Mysterium.
Okay, all right. Because Zabanya had her own idea of why she didn't, but she already saw that Dysnomia was not comfortable with what she did earlier, so she's not going to say anything more.
So, man. Y'all ever had fried pickles?
I'm sorry, what?
Fried
I'm
pickles.
I'm from the south, so yes.
I guess we know who isn't. Looks over at, Zabanya.
Everything about that concept makes me violently angry.
Why? It's so good. And then you dip them in like some ranch or some honey mustard. You're seriously telling me you've never done that before?
Seriously.
Okay. I'm not even going to ask if you've been over to Louisiana. Because I don't think you have. So I'm not going to ask if you've had any, like, actual
What
gumbo.
about their French donut holes?
The what? Excuse me, the what?
The French donut holes.
The what?
The French donuts, I forget what they're called.
I'm gonna look over to fucking Alice. Like, did this chick really just say that? Looks back over. No.
Alice is nodding her head.
No. No, 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 no. They are not French donut holes. They are so much. How do you? I'm just. Throw the whole Zabanya away. Mm-mm.
Alice, that dysnomia empty. Yeet.
Hold up.
I know memes too.
Alice is walking with her hand over her mouth back towards her desk.
Dysnomia looks fucking shook. They're just kind of sitting there, just looking at fucking Zabanya like, hold up. Hold up. What did you just say again?
Yeet. She actually says it with a slight bit of emotion this time.
Oh my god! Dysnomia just fucking stands up, walks out. They just fucking. She just walks out.
I hope you're okay with the late dinner. I'll get you at 9.
A few moments later, she walks back in. They're holding their head in their hands, and it's like, no! And then they just fall. Like, they gently lay themselves down onto the floor.
Well, it's a good thing I vacuumed then.
Okay. They say all muffled, laying down face first on the floor. I don't think I'll be okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Do you want that drink now?
Yes.
Alice will go to the fridge. Would you like something harder than just a beer?
Yes.
She will pull out some stuff, mix it up, come back. A vodka martini, strawberry flavored.
You are a blessing.
I try.
Just fucking downs it.
It is delicious. She is a master at mixing alcoholic beverages.
They're so happy. And just kind of lay there like, thank you.
You're welcome.
There is a merciful God.
I will not go that far, she says, going back to her desk. After all, I mean, you never know if Solomon will walk through that door. Eh,
Oh, so you doing all this for him?
doing all what?
You just said you never know when he walks through the door.
He's my friend. He sometimes comes by to, um, you know.
Oh, I know what.
That means a whole lot of things. You may have to know about that.
I'm not sleeping with him.
Nah, like of course not. What?
Mm-hmm.
We're friends. We have political discussions and sometimes go for, you know, drinks, watch a game.
I? Yeah, that's totally what. I mean, yeah, that is totally what friends do. To be fair, so yeah, I give you that much.
It's not like Zabanya and you.
I mean, it's the same fucking thing. One's dinner and the other is drinks.
She looks over at Zabanya.
I'm sorry, does that make it a date?
I figured dinner made it a date.
And drinks doesn't. Do you not know how many people like quote unquote go for drinks and then end up like in bed together because the drinks were just like too strong and like feelings were there and like it just kind of goes from there.
I'm pretty lucky. I never drink too much.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, but you never know.
I try to be careful.
Of course. I meant more like I'm not saying like he's gonna do anything either because he seems like a very upstanding. I'm not gonna say young man, but like an upstanding man. But more so just like alcohol, with the mind and everything, and you just like say some stuff. So one day you could just be chilling, having some drinks, and then the next thing you know, you're just kind of like, hey, so I really enjoy you.
Well, I'll let you know if I ever get to that point.
I'll hold you up to that promise.
I try to avoid romantic entanglements.
Ain't nothing but a crutch.
No.
Oh,
I don't think they're a crutch. There are too many of the men in the city are very focused on their political careers. You get entangled with that and you become part of the political career.
I guess. I don't know.
I am trying to avoid concilium politics.
I'm just trying to avoid the concilium all in all.
Well, you picked a perfect place to do it in our office.
Yeah, hilariously, where all the concilium members apparently lurk. But I like to live life on the edge.
I mean, you're going on a dinner date with a guardian, so
Oh yeah, that's totally not gonna come and bite me in the ass later.
you keep talking about that. Zabanya, I really think she wants it.
Have y'all never heard of? Y'all seriously can't be telling me y'all have never heard of the phrase biting bite bite me in the ass later.
I've
Oh, I
heard.
have.
I know what that means.
I'm just purposely ignoring what I know
Why though?
because it's working as a pretty good bit.
Awesome. Now we on a sitcom now. Alright, nobody told me this shit. Where's the laugh track? Ha 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 ha. Play it up.
She hits a button underneath the desk. The laugh track plays.
Laugh track.
Sorry, say that again, Tim. You broke up.
Oh, Zabanya just said I didn't know you got a laugh track.
She shrugs. We don't have customers today, so what else was I going to do but murk through time?
I mean, can't, she got a little bit of a point. Can't, hold you for that one.
Besides, you know that I'm prepared for almost every situation, as long as I'm not prepared for any situation.
At me.
Well, Acanthus.
I'm going to suppose that I'm still having a hard time understanding that.
What, how we're prepared by not being prepared?
I've seen it happen.
Yeah. I mean, Lady Luck is on our side. She loves us. All of her little cheerings. Even though we're really stupid sometimes.
As I said, I can't hit the broadside of a barn, but my bullets are pretty good at hitting things. I think we overloaded Zabanya for the day.
Yep, she's just sitting there trying to figure this out.
Has she never dealt with, like, acanthuses?
Oh, in Zabania's case, I'm fairly certain it was just Alice.
Yep.
She's used to Alice. She's not used to other people.
Like, does she not know that's how, like, we work everything?
Let me put it this way. Zabanya, for the longest time, just assumed I really did have everything in my purse.
That's...
I assumed that she was using a space warping spell. I was wrong.
It was a good guess. I mean, after that one time where I just pulled the trigger and I was looking in the wrong direction, and every bullet managed to hit everything of importance in the room.
I had to give Aries $20 because of that.
Yeah.
You really never have... Wow. Okay. Like, did you just think every... Okay. You know what, I can understand that.
It's like what you said. You're just really, really lucky.
Yeah. And like, hey, I'm really, really lucky, and y'all are really, really set in reality, which is hilarious because you're actually not all that set in reality because y'all deal with space.
We're not set in reality. That's not the way to see it, necessarily.
I mean, I
We see. I see. Negativity. I see. I'm sorry, it is hard to describe for people that haven't been there.
Mm-hmm.
Alice will look at the wall clock at this point. Speaking of hard to describe, I'm hungry. And it's very hard to describe how hungry I am.
How about eating this dick? That's a good joke, right?
Zabanya, coming from you, it is the best joke.
Excellent.
Dysnomia still, by the way, has not gotten off of the floor. They're still just kind of lying there on the floor, laughing quietly into the rug.
Alice will get up, put the pepper spray into her purse. Well, shall we go out?
Yes.
Dysnomia,
Yeah.
our treat.
Oh, I love it when people say it's their treat.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that so it's honest. Whoever is unlucky today's treat.
Fair enough.
And she will graciously lead them out. Do you guys have anything else?
Nope, I think I'm good.
All right. Then thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. See you next time.